The basketball season is underway, and we've got Alex back with us for the first episode of the regular season here. So, Alex, thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you once again having me.
So, let's start with this one. Just initial thoughts. What's it been like getting to finally play with this group now, 2 games into the season?
Yeah, it's super exciting. I mean, we've worked so hard these past months ever since June. So the game days are always rewarding and it's just always fun to go out there and just play. And, first 2 games we got a lot to learn from, but I think it's just super exciting. The energy was through the roof and I know the guys were just hyped to get out there and play in front of the fans.
Nice to go up against guys other than ones on the roster there.
Very nice. It was very nice to finally come together as a team and go out there and play against other people, which hadn't happened in a while. So we were all just excited about that for sure.
As you look at these first 2 games, I know it's always just new, kind of trying to figure out what this new group is going to look like out there. What's impressed you the most about this team so far through these first couple games?
I think it's the talent. You could definitely see all the different talented pieces that we have on this team and how balanced the team truly can be, and to where it could be anybody's given night. And if it's not your night, you could find other ways to affect the game too. So really, I think the talent stands out, and you just see different guys scoring in different ways that we can attack a defense. And then just how athletic we are. We got a lot of athletes on this team, and we could create problems for teams on our defensive end, which we still obviously have to improve on a lot, but it's like a good starting point for sure.
Yeah, I know it's really early, but what have been a couple of the takeaways of areas of improvement as you're thinking about, future games here coming up, whether it's these last couple bye games here before you go to Maui or just looking into the future?
I think starting off the game defensively, I think for both games, we didn't start off the way on the defensive end as we wanted to, and kind of gave the team confidence heading into like the rest of the first half. And then offensively, at times, our execution, just trying to play with more pace and trying to really play within the flow and not be so much robotic out there, but still play, make
Mhm.
make right reads, but also execute the plays that the coaching staff gives us to be in the best spots out there. So I think it's really a mix of both. We just have everything can be improved on, but I'd say more so those things, just defensively, just right out the gate, and then offensively, just being cleaner and sharper.
How does the team chemistry feel early on? I feel like this year in particular, and compared to the past couple of years, you've got so many new pieces you're working on integrating, whether it's just new to the program, new roles, elevated roles. How's it felt just from a team chemistry perspective early on here?
It's actually really good. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. And we're actually super close with each other off the court, which makes it so much easier to be on the court. And on the court, we all respect each other. So we could talk to each other and really just talk through everything that happens. And then off the court, I mean, I think that's really where everything starts. And we're super close. Everybody loves talking to everybody. I know today we're going to the women's game, a bunch of the guys on the team. So we'll be excited for that. But it's been really good, and really that's where it all starts. And as long as we're together and we care about each other, that's what really separated us from teams from last year already from the jump.
Yeah. All right. Well, time to play one of my favorite segments here where I force you to have to talk about yourself for a little bit here. So first game, obviously you completely stuffed the stat sheet there. I want to make sure I get it right. 20 points, 6 boards, 7 assists, 7 blocks. Did you just feel like it was just coming to you easily? What was that? Wednesday night?
Yeah, I put in a lot of hard work, so I was glad to see the hard work pay off. But I was just more so excited to get out there. I mean, when you play under for the coaching staff and you play under Coach Hurley for like the last 3 years, like that's expected out of you. So I was just excited to get out there and really play. And did I think I'd end up with 7 blocks? Not at all, but I'll take it. But still, it was a lot of fun. I think I was just playing with so much adrenaline, and obviously with the banner night and just
Yeah.
the excitement of seeing the fans again and knowing like how awesome and the privilege it is to wear the Yukon jersey. I just want to make every game as impactful as that and just really enjoy everything. And Coach Hurley said it before that game is to play with Yukon Swagger. And I was like, I haven't been playing with Yukon Swagger the last 2 years. I'm gonna play some swagger out there. So I was talking, I was doing my little celebration. So I really just try to play with swagger and just try to help the team out.
So, I mean, you mentioned the blocks there, 7 in that first game. I mean, yesterday 4. Is that something you worked on in the offseason? Because I don't remember you being like Donovan Light on the block side here.
I'll be honest. No, I've not worked on it. I think it's just more so just the experience I've been through, just being such a better defender and being able guarded all types of players throughout
Yeah.
my last the 2 years before. So really, the experience really got me to those blocks, and just using my IQ and just trying to beat people to the spot. So, and then just being disciplined, getting the blocks. So, nah, I didn't practice that, but I'm gonna give credit to Donovan though. Donovan, he was my roommate. He was the best defender in the country. So, that's my guy. And then yeah, he called me after too. He was worried about the block record, but he still, I think, yeah, he still has it. It's the game against Northwestern. He still
Yeah.
has it, but I'm gonna try to break it. I'm on pace. Why not try to break his totals?
Exactly. You just gotta get 2 more in a game than you had against Sacred Heart, and you'll be good to go. Uh, Defensively, you mentioned just your improvement. It seems like just in these first 2 games alone, you could see just in your defense, it stepped up to a new level. How much of a focal point was that for you this offseason in terms of taking your game to the next level?
That was the main focal point for me. I just wanted to prove myself that I can be a way better defender than what people think I am. And I think I was able to showcase that really for the first time in the Final Four last year, to where
Mhm.
I was guarding 1 through 4, 1 through 5 sometimes, and holding up with myself. And then now I think going into this year as one of being the veteran guys on the team, I have to play defense every single night. And that's something I've always wanted to continue to improve on. And especially since my freshman year, that's been the main thing I really wanted to focus on is my defense. And I felt like I did a great job of that these first 2 games so far. Obviously, we still got a long season to go, but if if the veteran, if I'm setting the tone on the defensive end, it should make everyone else follow along. And Coach Hurley, he always says just to dictate the game and dictate how you play on the defensive end. So that's just really stuck with me the last 2 games.
Yeah, I want to switch things offensively from your standpoint a little bit, and I'm going to ask you the question I got the most on social here. How'd you come up with the kiss celebration here? Because that's the thing everybody's talking about. I mean, you could have 7 blocks, you could break the record, and I think if you did the kiss celebration a few more times during a game, that'd be what people are talking
Oh, the kiss is every time I've seen Tatum do it a couple times when he makes a three.
about.
So when he makes a three, it's like you do this for like the 3 pointer, and it's a kiss for the crowd. That's how I see it as. So I'm
Okay.
thanking the crowd to get hyped, and then the 3 ball because it's a 3 ball. So I stole it from Tatum. I ain't come up with it.
All right. Well, I know everyone wants to keep seeing it, so
It will continue. It will continue. The rest
um,
of the year, it will continue.
when you look at not only what you've been able to do offensively, but this team as a whole, like I think at one point in the second half yesterday, all 5 guys who were in the game at the time were in double figures. What do you think that says about this team that you've got so many guys who can score and be able to do it in a way where everyone's kind of getting their own at some point in the game?
Yeah, it's special. You don't see many teams doing that at all. And obviously, it speaks to the talent and it speaks to the positions that we're in on the court with the coaches and the plays. But it's more so just how unselfish and together we are. We're passing up a lot of good shots for great shots, and we don't care who really scores. And that's what made our team so difficult to guard the last 2 years is whoever's night it is, they go. And that's something this team still got to establish to where everyone's got to be unselfish out there and just play together, which always comes with time. We've only played 2 games, but to see that happen already this early, it's a special feeling, and it's going to make us a unique team.
How do you balance between, getting your shot in maybe sometimes you pass up a good look in trying to like not be too unselfish sometimes. How do you guys go about balancing that?
Yeah. If it's you, it's kind of game instincts. You should know
Yeah.
when to shoot it and when not to shoot it. But it's also just knowing your teammates as well. If you know a guy who could shoot it is wide open and you're a little contested, like if I see Solo wide open, I see a man about to contest me, I'm gonna hit Solo because I just have so much confidence that he'll make the shot, and that's with anyone else too. So really, just playing within the game is you're just so locked in and dialed in to where you just want to always make the right read and just play off instincts.
Yeah. It, Another guy that we haven't brought up yet is Liam, and it seems like you two out there, especially on the court, have a very special relationship. You guys, you kind of hype each other up, heading into timeouts, things like that. How has that relationship developed, and just what's it like from your perspective?
No, I love the kid. I mean, ever since I met him in the summer, like I knew we'd be super close to each other. And I think the main thing is we're just wired the same. Like we only think about basketball. We work so hard on the court and we just give it our all and never care about what happens during the game. We just care about the win and just affecting the team by the way the coaching staff wants us to. So our relationship is special just from the mentality that we have. He's super fun to be around, even off the court too. So he's a one of a kind, and for him to be a freshman and this mature and this special of a player, it's. I mean, I've said he's one of the best freshmen in the country. He might be the best. So yeah, I mean, I love the kid, and we have so many more games to play together with, and it's gonna be special. It's gonna be special, and yeah, I'm excited to see what he does this year.
Looking to add some local flavor to your lineup? Martin Rosals is the MVP of your game day spread and a slam dunk for any occasion. Proudly made in hard-hit New Britain, their famous kielbasa and hot dogs have been a fan favorite for over 96 years. You can find their products in grocery stores across the state or have them delivered directly to your home court, coast to coast, via martinrosal.com. Take your taste buds to the championship and go support a UConn fan-owned business. Another group everyone was really talking about coming into this season was that sophomore class and in them, elevating their game to the next level. I know we didn't get to see Jaden until last night, but we saw what he was able to do and living up to the hype that you had given him on this podcast. Coach Hurley's been hyping him up.
Yeah.
We've seen Solo, we've seen Jalen. What do you think about that group and what they've been able to do, just really early on here?
Yeah, they've been waiting for their moment for a while now. I know that they probably didn't get the minutes that they wanted to last year just with how talented the team was, but now they're able to showcase it. And they were patient. They stayed with the process. They trusted the coaching staff, and they got better every single day. They're the same type of people in practice every single day. You know what you're going to get out of them, and that allowed them to be better. And what their patience and their hard work is truly paying off right now. I mean, you see Solo and Stewie these last two games, Yusef, Jay Ross this last game. So, I mean, they're unbelievable players, and we need them this year if we want to win.
Want to talk a little bit more about you and in one part of your game in particular that I know you were working on, and that was your leadership. You've been extra fiery out there this year. You've seemed more vocal. How has that come to you as you've been working on developing that kind of, more vocal leadership style?
Yeah, that's probably been the longest process for me so far, just because I am a quiet kid. So I think I care so much during the games, especially that if I see stuff, well, let me sidetrack a little bit. I've been a part of some of the two best teams in college basketball. So when I'm
Yeah.
seeing stuff that doesn't align with the way that it should or the way that the coaching staff wants us to play, then that's starting to really get my fire going. And that definitely happened yesterday where I really try to pick up the guys and get them going and really let a spark inside of them. But it's important for the team. I have to be that guy for the team to use my voice. My experience is too valuable, and I know the guys want to hear me more and more. So I've taken huge steps in that. I feel like I've been doing a great job of that so far. It's going to have to continue, not just on the days where we're blowing out teams. It's going to have to continue during the close games and every type of environment possible. So I mean, I love it. It's been a huge growth process for me, but it started in practice because that's when the practice is like, that's really when the leadership is tested.
As you've worked on developing that leadership skills, is there anyone, whether it's someone you've played with or someone you've watched play, that you kind of model any of your leadership off of?
Um, I don't know if I model anybody's leadership. I try to steal it from people. So whatever I've seen from my past teammates, like Andre's pretty much been the one guy for me. Is I'm trying to think of stuff that he's done, steal stuff from him, or really just talk to him or reach out to him whenever I need him. So really, he's been the guy. And then I just try to learn from guys too. So hearing what Coach Hurley talks about and just really try to implement that in my leadership and really echo his messages throughout the entire locker room. And then I think guys like Donovan and Adama too, just Donovan's personality and just being a guy that he was such a cool person, such a fun person to be around off the court is something I'm trying to model too. And then Adama with the lead by example. So trying to steal different components from everybody and really try to, be myself at the same time for the team.
For sure, and you could definitely see bits and pieces of that out there. So it seems like what you're doing is working. Being that guy this year, being that leader, being one of the go-to guys. Does it feel different for you this year playing that role compared to how you've been out there the past couple of years?
A little bit, but I don't mind it. I think I thought about it more in the beginning of the year, especially like summer, fall, to where I had to be the go-to guy. And the more I thought about it, the worse I played. So I haven't really thought about it. I've kind of just embraced it all. And
Yeah.
I'm just super excited because it is a dream of mine ever since I was a young kid. Like I'm leading UConn now. Like I would never thought that before. So I'm embracing it. I love it. And really just going out there with the confidence and, the swagger that a UConn player should be playing at. And that's only helped me. And I'm blessed and I love the role that I'm in right now.
No, that's really interesting because I think if you do just go out there and not necessarily think of it as like a conscious part of your game and you're just out there playing and it just kind of comes secondhand, it really flows nicely for you there.
Exactly. You can't think about it all. You just got to lean into what you're given, lean into the role, lean into the pressure, and then everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to.
So I know you've mentioned Yukon Swagger a couple times. What's Yukon Swagger look like to you?
Just playing like you love the game and playing, it's like a privilege to wear the jersey. So just playing like you want to honor the jersey and just having fun out there. That's pretty much it. Like we work too hard in practice. You just got to go out there and just have fun. And the games are the best time of the year. Like you sold out crowds, everything. So just play, just have fun and just play your game and just don't think out there, just play and just help the team win. And then you make big time plays, yell, flex, celebrate others, do your little 3 point celebration. If you dunk on somebody, do celebration, taunt the opponent. I don't care, just have fun out there.
We're gonna see some more dunks from you coming up.
I hope so. I tried getting one against Sacred Heart. I was mad they called a foul, so I was gonna dunk it. But I don't think I have a dunk yet, so I hope soon.
All right, well, we'll be on the lookout for dunks. See what the new celebration is after a dunk there. Uh, but let's go to some of the fun ones that come in on social here. So let's see. All right, this was an interesting one. It was recently Halloween. I don't know if anyone on the team dressed up, but they want to know if there was anyone who did, and if so, what was the best Halloween costume, and if not, who do you think would be the best costume dresser for Halloween?
Um, we had a couple Halloween costumes. So, Liam was a Viking.
Okay.
Ahmad was a prisoner. Yeah, he wore handcuffs and like the orange thing that
Yep.
prisoners wear. Solo and Stewie were the South Park characters.
Okay.
I totally forget their names. Suleiman, our new walk-on, was the Avatar.
Okay. All right. You got some good.
Don was Naruto. I don't know if I'm saying it from anime. I don't know if
Oh,
I'm saying that correct.
I'm not a new guy. So.
I I was Where's Waldo,
Okay. I can
and
see that.
I hope I'm not forgetting anybody else. Oh, and then Aiden. I don't know the guy's name. He's a lot of people have wore it this year. It's like you wear a collar shirt and you wear some khakis and you wear a jersey but backwards. So like the last name is in the front now.
Oh,
A
huh.
bunch of people have been wearing it now like that. I forget the guy's name, but he wore that.
Okay. All
Um,
right. I guess I'm starting to get too old when I don't know who any of those what any of those
you
things are.
don't I don't understand it either. But I'd say the best costume was me though. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it was because Where's Waldo? It was me.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're the guy. You're the guy. Now that you're the guy out there, you got to be the one everyone's looking for. So Waldo's a fitting
And
costume there.
Rich, our GA, actually showed up to the facility in his costume. And he was Batman. And
Okay.
you could see Rich Kelly on Instagram. You could see a day in the life of Batman if
I
you'd like.
saw, yeah.
Amazing video.
Speaking of celebrations, I know you've got one coming up tomorrow. We're recording this Sunday, but on Monday it's your birthday. Got any big birthday plans?
Not that I know of right now. I think I saw my family yesterday, and we kind of they gave me presents, and we've celebrated a bunch of it already. So I'll see them again soon, and then probably practice film. Probably go to XL again for practice because we play there Wednesdays. So, no, not much, not much.
Going to XL for practice leads into this one, especially early in the year. They asked, do you feel is it any tougher to get into like a shooting rhythm switching between buildings, especially in this early part going from XL and Gamble?
No, not really. I've thought about that before too, but no, not. We practice so much. We do so many shoot arounds at XL throughout the fall and obviously winter to where
Yeah.
you kind of do it. So I wouldn't say it's a huge adjustment. They're both great arenas.
All right, this one goes kind of along the lines of the celebration one, but we're getting to see the new starting lineup pregame handshakes. What's the process for doing the handshakes? Who comes up with them? How does that all play out?
Whoever's in the starting lineup, just you tell Ahmad what to do for your handshake. And I've kept mine from last year just because it worked well, and I do it now. I do my handshake with Kamani now too, ever since halfway through last year, and ever since Kamani and I did that handshake,
Yeah,
I think we've lost one game. So
got to keep it up.
yes, exactly. So why change?
This one actually is funny and kind of falls under the superstition thing. Someone said, "Have you fully grown into liking the beard, or do you just keep it because you started winning when the beard came out?"
um, I've I've kept it because we're winning, but at the same time, I look back at old pictures of me and I really like the beard. So I'm keeping the beard because I personally think I look way better with the beard and more of a man with the beard than I did without the beard. And those pictures are really bad of me with a clean shave. So full transformation ever since I stepped on campus.
There you go. This is another good one. Like, what favorite music right now? What's going through the headphones?
I like Rod Wave. I've been listening to Rod Wave. I'll go with Morgan Wallen and Drake. Those are usually my top three that I listen to. Wide variety. They're three
Yeah.
completely different artists, but I like them.
Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, that's a good one. Biggest change or improvement in your game that you feel like from your freshman year to where you are right now?
Gotta be the defense. I think freshman year teams were just looking at me and attacking me. Like I was the weak spot on the defensive end. Now I don't think that's the case at all. And the coaches, they have so much confidence in me to where they're allowing me to switch 1 through 4 when before freshman year they wouldn't. So I think it's really my growth defensively, and then obviously offensively being able to do more and more on the offensive end and being a more efficient shooter for sure. But I think defensively is where it stands out.
All right. I'll wrap with this one. This is just kind of looking at things from a game perspective. Like biggest thing you want to see out of this team in these last two games here before you head out on to Maui in that really tough stretch of the non-conference.
Yeah, being able to put full 40-minute games together, just continue to win war by war and establishing good habits every single moment that we play out there. It's play to the UConn standard, play to the way that the coaching staff wants us to play at, and just show no moments of disappointment or weak moments, none of that. Just establish good habits. We're going to need these good habits of rebounding, running everywhere, playing together, etc. when the big games start happening. So just get good habits and just have fun out there.
I lied. I've got one more for you. You mentioned Donovan earlier. He's been playing some big minutes. Steph's playing big minutes. He started
Yeah,
last night. Andre's been playing. Have you had a chance to check out those guys in the league?
I watch them. I watch them any moment I can. So I actually recently watched Steph and Donovan play against each other, which was cool.
Yeah,
Andre, he was in the starting lineup recently, which was fun to watch. And of course, he's got the blocks
yeah,
too. He's
yeah,
blocking, showing his athleticism. Hawkins, he's been hooping.
yeah.
Hawkins was nice. So they're my guys, and obviously I want to, keep watching them and just continue to follow along, just from all the memories we have.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Alex, really appreciate it as always. Happy birthday. Uh,
Thanks.
enjoy these next two games, and we'll try to get you on here before you guys head out to Maui.
Nah, thank you so much. And UConn fans, please sell out Gamble and XL games every game, please. I feel like we're at a point now where we deserve to have sellout games every game, no matter who we play. So
You too.
for myself and everybody, please.
There we go. That's all he wants for his birthday.
That's all I want for my
Go buy
birthday.
your tickets for Lemoyne and Texas A&M Commerce just changed their name. Did you know that?
Oh, really? What's it now?
They're now East Texas A&M. As of like 2 days ago, they switched their names. So
Really?
yeah, going into effect immediately. So
All right.
everyone sell out those 2 games now for and the rest of the season,
And
obviously.
the rest, every game, every
Yeah.
game.
Go sell them out for Alex's birthday. Go get your tickets. So Alex, happy birthday. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.